Share your man with somebody if he gave you everything you wanted.
I share these men for less because they gonna go cheat anyway.
They gonna go cheat anyway.
So if I know for sure that he's going to give me everything I wanted, I will voluntarily share. Because we involuntarily share these men all the time. They cheat. My man probably cheating as we speak. I don't give a damn. I'm working.
Literally. Like, what I'm gonna do? Stop it?
Yeah, we don't stop. I've been cheated on. You've been cheated on. You've been cheated on. The person who watching
And
this,
then,
the person who comment about to get cheated on. If you've been cheated on, comment me.
Yo, it's the well-renowned celestial being in the flesh. My name is Earth Wind. This here is Be Greater Podcast, where I get the unmitigated rain to give my uneducated opinions. Disclaimers. All advice ain't good advice. So, hey, with that being said, like and subscribe. I hope y'all like the intro video. I'm just trying to paint a picture, right? Relationships summed up in 60 seconds, right? Y'all see the thumbnail? Before we get to that, y'all know the vibes. I like to give out content, right? I am trying to paint a picture, right, of what is going on in the world nowadays and the shenanigans and the thought process when it comes to dating, right? So let me talk less. Let me click on the first video. Let's take a
Y'all need to look at this. This is a mess.
You, as a woman, you will get disrespected to your face because his financial status says I can. So my thing is, if you coming home to me at night and only me, baby, I'll take you broke.
Shit.
I'll take you broke. Because I've been broke in by millionaires.
Black women, I'm gonna need you to go heal. So what? You got your heart broken by a man that has some money. So now you go get a broke man? What is this obsession? And then did y'all hear the man in the back talking about some, Why are men so obsessed with women accepting them at their most worst time? Like, I don't even feel comfortable as a woman allowing a man to accept me when I'm not at my best. Then when it comes to Black people, and I do mean Black people, we have this obsession with jumping from one extreme to the next. We don't know how to create a healthy outlook on life because we tend to fantasize the other side as if that would be magically better. We don't know how to take a healthy approach when it comes to life due to our trauma and us walking around unhealed. So example would be in this situation with this woman. She's fantasizing a broke man to treat her better because her relationship trauma is that she dated a man that was a millionaire and he treated her like trash. And so her trauma response is to automatically fantasize broke men.
Ooh, child, listen. You're beautiful. Let me start off with that. Your teeth, your lip structure, your cheeks and whatnot. You're beautiful. But you definitely is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. I'm just saying, disclaimer, all advice ain't good advice. Is me giving my whole uneducated opinions doing the exact same thing that you just did. But my dear, did you miss the boat? The plane left at 7. You showed up at 9. Listen, first of all, what the young lady clearly just said, she said, I have been disrespected to my face by millionaires, right? Who gave me everything. But what she is saying, she had to share that man. And if a man is willing to dedicate his life to her, to come home to her, she'll take that man however he comes. Whether or not it's the millionaire or the broke man, she wants to accept genuine love. Now, that's what she's saying. And how you went on this whole soliloquy about women and trauma bonding. Yeah, there's some women out there that go seek the broke man because they feel like whatever. I'm not saying that you're necessarily wrong, but I'm just saying in this particular instance, I partake her saying that she just want love. Honest love, genuine love. Times is good and times is bad, because that's what people really want. When a lot of these women go chase after these rich dudes, you know, in the back of their mind, they always be like, if I wasn't me, would you be here? It's a different type of love when you accept me for me, right? And a man should not be resting on his morals of being broke. But sometimes the things life happen, right? Sometimes life happen, right? So if you meet me at a downtime, and I was just making 500 last year, but this year, you know what I'm saying? Life hit me hard. I got to bounce back. You judging me because you don't even know. But hey, listen, that's what we got to deal with in this life. I'm going to talk less and play more videos. How about that?
A lot of women will say, yo, I'm not meeting the right guy. It's always men that are not my type keep approaching me. You know why? Because your value was written on your forehead. It's right here. Your value says 0, ma. It says ran through. It says you can't cook. It says whatever it is that he's looking for, but you don't have it. The girl who says, listen, yo, take me out to dinner. He says, cool, get dressed. And then she's on the phone with a friend later, took my girl. I can't believe he took me to TGI Fridays. When's the last time you ate at Capitol Grill? When's the last time you ate at Del Frisco's? How dare you get mad at this man for taking you to a restaurant that you eat on every Friday for Taco Tuesdays or whatever? You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. How are you mad at this man talking about he don't know who he dealing with? He don't know my value. No, baby girl, you misinterpret your own value. He knew exactly your value. That's why he took you to TGI Fridays. Because trust and believe, another girl, he's taking her to that expensive restaurant because he has already assessed her value from the moment he had a conversation with you. Right. This is why it is important from the original conversation to set your standard. And women don't take those first 5 minutes to assess and say it matters. Oh, I met him. Oh, when I finally go on a date with him, I'm really going to show him who I am. It's too late, baby girl. He already did and put you in a category.
Tatiana, listen, I had a philosophy that I've been using for a long time, right? Some people get it, some people don't, right? Simply as this. Fellas, y'all listening up, uneducated opinions. Treat women how they deserve to be treated, not how they want to be treated, right? Hear me out. Every woman wants to be treated like a queen. Simple fact is they not, right? I got to treat you accordingly, right? Or don't deal with you at all, right? Depending on where you vibrating at. If you ain't even on this level, I don't even have to use the energy to deal with you, right? Far as men peeping game, men go peep game. Like, listen, we already know what time it is just from the conversation, the energy, and what I want from you long term, right? If I feel like you was it, like, yeah, we go somewhere decent. Like, the vibe will be right, the energy will be great. You know what I'm saying? If you just that, like, I'm not even one of them dudes that just take random girls out to dinner just because I want to. That's not really my cup of tea. So, different strokes for different folks, but even if a dude just take you to Olive Garden, that's a cool little, you know what I'm saying? Right? Whatever, right? That's slight. But as far as your character, who you are, men are always assessing. And the more he likes you, the more he assesses. It doesn't even make any sense, but it's just the way it is. The more men likes you, the more he's going to pay attention to every word you say, your social media presence, all of that, right? And some women don't understand that. They don't comprehend, like, why? But that's just the way men are, right? Women got their intricacies, men have their intricacies, right? Women, the man who's really worth something, who's been around, understand this life, who's lived, a man who has lived the life, he understands what time it is. Your price tag is written on your head. You could try to hide it. You could try to disguise it. You know what I mean? But real go recognize real, right? But listen, I'm going to say less and play more videos, right? I got one more video. Then we go get to summing up everything that we just talked about in this path, right? So I'm gonna get another video, real short too.
I ain't got no kids. I got my own motion going on.
Flag.
What?
Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. What you about to say?
Why listen, I know like having sex before marriage is bad, but it's 2022. Like, what has gone on in your life that you have not had a kid?
I don't have kids.
You're different. Like, but for men, it's just kind of like, why don't you have a kid? What happened?
Because I don't want a kid yet. I'm responsible.
It's not responsible, like, especially.
See, I'm looking to see if she got a wedding ring on her finger, because I'm obviously assuming she has a child. But my first response is, you real stupid goofy, right? I don't know, from Chicago. My first thought that popped up in my mind, oh, you real stupid goofy, right? But listen, I'm trying to be greater, right? I'm just going to say, listen, I am baffled, bamboozled, right? I am shocked, right? Perplexed. Like, your first reaction is red flag. And I might take that overly personal because, hey, I don't have any kids, right? And if I was to introduce myself to a lady, like, man, ooh, I do this, and I ain't got no kids, you're going to be like, red flag. Like on what? That the fact I ain't got no kids? Right. Like what do you listen? How do we understand that some of these people logic in these worlds? That's why I'd be like, listen, and it'd be sad, right? Because you meet somebody and they fit the appearance and like, right, like you got, and then they have some thought processes in their mind. And you'd be like, how flawed is your logic that you come to this conclusion? How do you go past all the red flag checklists that your mind does before this is like accepted as something that you believe in? Like, it's a red flag that a man don't have kids. Like, oh my God. Like, so obviously you're only dealing with men with kids. I mean, obviously you only gonna be second to his kids unless you're dealing with men who don't deal with his kids because, hey, it's levels to men out there, right? Because all men are men. Just because you of age doesn't make you of man, right? But listen, as he take a walk down this path, now we finna get to the last video, right? The thumbnail, right? This relationship summed up in 60 seconds. I feel like she did a great job breaking down the madness that is going on in this world, and she said it in a way that I'm bringing it to y'all, right? If y'all don't like to subscribe by now, I don't even know what y'all doing. Come on, man, help a brother out, right? Listen, let me say less, and let me play more videos.
I'm about to sum up to you in 1 minute what the problem is on the dating scene. You got a group of women that date men. They hear men get online every day and tell them what it is that these men are looking for, what type of woman it is that they would take serious. Instead of actually listening, taking notes, and applying these things, the women would rather argue with these men and tell these men why what it is that they're looking for is wrong and how they need to adjust what it is that they're looking for and just accept the women the way they are. Then you got a group of men. They hear exactly what the women are saying that they're attracted to. They're hearing exactly what the women are saying the type of man that they want is. And instead of applying anything that the women are saying, they would rather manipulate women, convince women, fearmonger, and just try to convince them to just accept less, lower your standards. Neither one is willing to comply with the other party to get what it is that they want. But here's the best part. There's actually a group of men who would accept these women just as they are. No convincing them to have to do it. But they don't want those men. Then there's a group of women who have lower standards, would be perfect for these men, but they don't want those women. But neither one is willing to become the person that they would need to become in order to attract the opposite sex that they want. They would just rather keep going back and forth and arguing about how the other one need to just adjust and change what it is that they want rather than just accept it and either become it or accept that they're not going to get it.
Listen, what I say. I couldn't have said it no better, right? And that's like a perfect synopsis of the world out here, right? You got a whole lot of angry men mad at women for having their standards, right? They upset at women for having their standards. Instead of applying themselves, working on themselves, being better in life so they would just increase your dating pool, they'd rather sit back and be mad at women for not lowering those standards, right? Jordan Peterson says something about that. A guy was asking Jordan Peterson about hypergamy. If I can find the video, I'll drop it right here. If it don't drop, I mean, I couldn't find it, right? So
I would say to young men who are irritated at women is, if you're irritated at women, you know, as a class of creature, there's something wrong with you because they're right. You're wrong. They're right to not pick you. If they're not picking you, it's because they're right. What you have to understand is that, what do you expect from women? If you got pregnant because you had sex, you'd be pretty damn choosy too. So, you know, clue in a bit. And then, well, don't they find you attractive? Well, maybe you're not. Like, have you paid attention to how you dress? Do you have a plan? Are you as educated as you could be? You know, are you a liar? Are you a rabid pornography user? Because maybe that's undermining your motivation to seek out a woman and grow yourself up. It's like, If you're rejected constantly and you're out there really trying, because that's another thing to ask yourself is, well, how many women have you actually asked out? And are you so sure that you're not picking women who will certainly reject you because you're trying to bat out of your league? Because you might be.
Listen, Jordan Peterson, he asked Jordan Peterson about hypergamy. And from the way he was asking Jordan Peterson about the questions, it seemed like he was trying to lead him to agreeing that women's standards are too much. And Jordan Peterson was like, listen, you simply need to either you go be or you're not. Either you go eat or you're not, right? If the women in the mass majority are saying that they are only going to be these type of women for these type of men, no matter how you feel about it, you're going to have to get in line. You go have to get in line, right? If you're not 6'2" and drop dead gorgeous, you better be worth something, stable and a leader. You better have some charisma, some charismatic. Like it ain't no, like I know dudes out here like they be like, I got a job and I can pay all the bills, but you ain't got no charisma. And, you don't have the way to get to a woman that other than through your checkbook, right? So now you feeling some type of way because she uses you for your checkbook, right? You got beautiful women out here, or not even say beautiful women, let's say average women out here with lower self-esteem, and it's a whole generation of men, demographic of men that they'd be fit for, they'd be perfect for, right? But I can't deal with him because he make 40,000 like I make 40,000, right? I need this dude that's in the top 1%. And if you do the mathematic equation of how many of these men exist and how many average women who feel like they need these type of men only, it'd be like somebody gonna lose. Like musical chairs is going to be crazy. It's going to be 1,000 women over here, 2 dudes sitting in the seat with 2 women next to him, right? He probably got 2 more than the other 1,000. But long story short, the numbers don't add up, right? Like, so we got another demographic of men out here who be like, I don't want to date this woman, right? Like she chubby, she this, she that, right? But she willing to do everything in the world to make you feel like a king, right? She go cook, she go clean, but she might not be a Rihanna. She might not be a Megan Good. She might not be a showpiece. So when you walk in the room, all the fellas be like, oh, that's you. Because as a brother, as a man, every man loves the energy when you walk into a room with a bad woman, and dudes give each other that silent brother salute. We look at you, we look at your girl, little head nod, you give them a head nod back. I don't know, some dudes ain't never felt that feeling in them lives. I don't understand. I'm sorry for you, but I would tell you there's nothing better that really boosts the dude ego when you walk in the room. Like, yeah, that's me, right? Listen. But it's a lot of dudes who got women who will fit their needs and give them everything they want, but they want this. So long story short, it's a lot of people overlooking, a lot of people that, if hindsight is 20/20, they're perfect for each other. And then people got these whole crazy standards and ideas and beliefs, and that's why dating in 2022 is so crazy, right? I feel like she summed it up way more eloquently, better than I could. Listen, right? I'm tongue-tied. I'm up early. But listen, I'm here to bring y'all content. It's your boy Earth Wind, Celestial Being in the flesh, right? Y'all know the vibes, right? This is Be Greater Podcast. I want to say salute and gratitude for y'all tuning in. I like and subscribe. That's all I ask, right? Listen, until next time, y'all know the vibe. Be great to die. What's up? I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in to Be Greater Podcast. It's your boy Earth Wind. I just want to say please hit the subscribe button and salute to everybody that's rocking